There's no bearing material left in here at all. It's completely gone. So what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a part 2 from the part 1 video that I made a few weeks ago about noises that you'd be hearing if you have a messed up guibo in your car. I'm about to drop down there and disassemble everything. If you missed any of the past videos I made in the past couple weeks, we got a carbon fiber GTS style hood, got a carbon fiber CSL style trunk on my car. We have an M3 side skirt. I haven't done a video on that yet, so that's a little sneak peek right there. I have new bumpers and new headlights and all kinds of stuff coming in, but for now that's the end of that. So if you clicked on this video, that means you're here watching for a guibo and carrier bearing install and disassembly, so come along with the process here. So I got jack stands on the front. I only have one pair of jack stands, so I put it on some race ramp style stuff back here in the back. I got a jack back there just in case, obviously chalked up on wood. So I got the under tray off. I had the cross brace member in the front pulled off, but I put that back on because I was doing some other stuff. I didn't need that. So I got to disassemble the exhaust. I'm gonna unhook it here and then take the a couple of the exhaust hangers off and just slide it off. I got to get the exhaust off, got to get the heat shield off, and then we can get to the guibo and carrier bearing, and I'll come back once that's all off. Now, if you haven't seen my past video, or the last part 1 of this video I should say, of where I take a video clip of how bad my carrier bearing actually is, I advise you to watch that because look at what I found. So while I'm down here, I decided to replace my guibo because I didn't want to do all of them, and my trans mounts as well, because I already did the motor mounts up there. Ignore the oil leak I have, I know that's next. But my guibo actually looks really good. A lot of people get scared when they see cracks in their guibo. Cracks are completely normal, and honestly it doesn't affect anything. What you got to pay attention to, and you can't, I don't even have any on my guibo to show you, but where that little crack in the middle is, I don't know if you can see it right here, there will be strings coming out of there. Once you start get strings coming out of there, that's how you know that your guibo needs replacing. The cracks and stuff in there don't affect anything, but when you see the strings start coming through there, that's how you know your guibo needs replaced. So my guibo honestly is in pretty good condition. I could reuse it, but I got a new one, improved one, so I'm gonna replace it anyways. Now, my motor mounts, I don't know if you can see, but they have some, if you look, they got some nice cracks going in them, some dry rot cracks. I got brand new 80 grade polyurethane and trans mounts that I'm gonna replace these with. But first, the reason I came down here, check this out. This is my carrier bearing. So this right here is supposed to hold your drive shaft in place so it doesn't move under acceleration. Look, there's no bearing material left in here at all. It's completely gone. So if you didn't see the sound clip, the bearing feels fine. Well, yeah, the bearing feels good. If you didn't see the sound clip, I'll put a link right here. A link to the last video I made of where I thought this was the issue and all the sounds I was hearing and how many miles I have on my car, and if you suspect your carrier bearings going out, things like that. But yeah, look at that. Good thing I stopped driving it when I did, because I'd be worried that this would mess my bearing up here, and then I would have to replace this whole, I don't even know what that would be called. I think you can replace like the actual bearing, but I don't have the bearing. I have a new replacement carrier, and so that's what I'm going to be replacing, as well as this. So I'll be back when the new parts are on. However, for the new carrier I bought the JXB carrier. It's an upgrade, and you don't have to take your drive shaft apart to replace it, which is a plus. Because who wants to do that? I sure don't. Only issue is I have to cut this off. I have to make a cut here and a cut here to get the factory one off. And normally they use like a sawzall or like a jigsaw, and I don't have either one. I might have a pneumatic jigsaw, but it's nighttime and I don't want to deal with that. I do have a handsaw, but check this out. Now this handsaw has been passed down for generations, and if you look, it's got like a little thing that holds the blade on there. Now this side I lost it, I don't know where I went, so there's a zip tie on there. So we'll see how good this works for me. And taking this off of here, this is a carbon steel blade, so it should cut this. But yeah, I'll be back as soon as that's cut up. All right, current situation. I got about halfway through one side with the handsaw, and I said, you know what? I work tomorrow, so do all my neighbors. Quiet hours are for 15 minutes, fuck it. I got out the jigsaw. All right, so we're gonna jigsaw through the rest of this. All right, so check it. All right, so if you don't have a Sawzall and you prepare to do this job, go rent a Sawzall, because I cut that thing in like 30 seconds for real, both sides. Smooth off. So now all I got to do is unbolt these two bolts, put the new carrier in, and we're good to go. Now the instructions for the new carrier tell you to shave down this the rubber here, but mine's already gone. And if you're curious, I gotta sweep up the floor. There's metal shavings everywhere. There's supposed to be a rubber bushing in there, but me cutting that off, this is the inside. There's no rubber left on that thing at all. So that's the noise we were hearing. Yep, so that's all loose now. So out with the old one here. And the homies at XJB and Condor Speed Shop sent me some stickers, so we're gonna put those on the toolbox and in with the new. Ooh, look at that. Drive shaft doesn't move at all. I can't even tell I'm pushing on it. Thing is sturdy. Perfect. Now we gotta knock out the guibo. This is the part of being a YouTuber other YouTubers don't show you. Mid-job, having a Velveeta cup. I got 2 bolts on the guibo left before it comes off, but I'm taking a little break, sipping on a chow. And in with the new, look at that. Now this is a Mahle HD guibo. I'm pretty sure my factory one, and over there is a OEM one. It doesn't seem to have any branding on it. Well, it's obviously BMW. But it looks great. Like literally almost no wear. If you're curious, I have 170,000 miles on my car. This guibo looks, I mean, obviously it's dirty, but I mean, it looks brand new. Like not really any wear, no cracks, nothing coming out of here like where wore out guibos do. So the BMW guibo, obviously, great guibo. I don't think mine's ever been replaced, but the factory BMW one is great. But I bought the Mahle HD one because the Mahle is obviously like the OE stuff. But the Mahle HD, their HD series, is actually everything that would fail in the Mahle one, upgraded. It's essentially like a factory upgrade line from Mahle. So, and it's pretty inexpensive compared to like an upgraded guibo. And it obviously won't mess up any factory anything like that. So this is a Mahle HD guibo. Got that one in. We got the carrier bearing in. Drive shaft's pretty secure. I'm gonna move on to transmission mounts. So out with the old and in with the new. Look at that, Condor Speed Shop poly mounts. Perfect. Now I'm gonna move on to the diff bushings.